What is up guys, this is Sido back with another video, and today in this video, this is gonna be a complete test of GTA 5 on the Infinix Y4 Max laptop, and I have already reviewed this particular laptop. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out from the cards or the description. And in that particular video, I have tried to show almost every detail, but I actually explained that it is not a gaming laptop. But still, I saw a lot of comments from you guys that you actually said you wanted to see in full details of GTA 5 performance on this particular laptop. So let's begin. By the way, let me actually tell you, I already tested with this particular power profile that I created custom, and here I have actually set the performance profile of the CPU in battery or even in power to 100% so that I can get the best performance out of this CPU. By the way, this i5 1335U, the 13th gen i5 is actually really working perfectly fine. First of all, I have tested it with the 1920 by 1200 resolution, which is obviously more than 1080p, and with the very high settings. And here you can see, of course, the details are simply great, but the FPS will be the least amount over here because this is with the maximum resolution and maximum quality. So obviously overall the benchmark of GTA 5 stays here from about 40 to 60 FPS, you can say, in overall all the scenarios. But considering this is a UCD CPU, the performance is simply surprising over here, that I can totally say, because there is no dedicated GPU on this particular laptop. It is simply running on the Intel Iris Xe graphics, and that's just impressive performance if you consider the resolution and the very high settings. But in the end, of course, when the car actually crashes to the tanker in this particular GTA 5 benchmark, you will see the FPS drop in most of the settings. That's pretty normal for all hardware, you can say. Now with the same resolution, more than 1080p, you can say, and with the normal settings, and this is with everything normal guys, not customly set to low or something like that. This is the default normal benchmark. And here you can see the FPS actually goes about like 50 FPS average, you can say. So 50 to 60 while you are flying a plane or something. But everything looks crisp, no problems with the resolution. And the quality is of course great even with the normal settings. Now this time with the 1280 by 800 resolution, which is of course more than 720p with the very high settings. And this is the default very high settings, and with that, just notice the FPS bump up, and it is right now more than 50 to 60 FPS pretty much all the time. And most of the times it almost reaches to 70 to 80 as well, so that's nice to see. And with this resolution, while the plane is flying and all, FPS actually touches 90 FPS figure, so that's really nice to see. But reminding you, this is with the more than 720p and the very high settings, so everything still looks great. So definitely this particular resolution, everything seems or looks crisp, and it looks great with the really good amount of FPS, so it's very much playable in this kind of resolution. Now with the 1280 by 800 and everything set to normal, this is the default normal settings, I didn't change anything much. And with that, of course, the FPS bumps up to about more than 60 FPS all the time. Definitely a lot more playable in the settings. Everything looks slightly worse, but it's still fine for normal or casual gaming, I would say. And right now the plane flying scene actually goes more than 90 FPS sometimes. That's obvious, but yeah, definitely the FPS, considering this price of the laptop, it's just great when this laptop does not offer a dedicated GPU again. While driving the car, it actually stays about more than 60 FPS all the time, so that's really nice. Right now with the same resolution, but everything set to normal manually so that it looks a little bit worse, but we get a lot more FPS with it. And right now, as you can see everywhere, the FPS mostly stays about 80 plus FPS above. So that is even better. But yes, everything definitely looks a little bit more softer. Everything looks a little bit like, if you go in detail, you will see some kind of halo effect or some kind of bloody effect everywhere. The contents keeps coming up or loading up while you are approaching things. But yeah, otherwise the FPS overall while flying the plane and all, it's like touches about 100 FPS plus. So that is again much more playable experience overall for a casual gameplay of GTA 5. And right now while driving the car, as you can see here in this particular section, the FPS actually stays above 70-80 FPS, and yes, sometimes it still drops to 40-50, but that's like for a moment, but most of the time it stays about 60 plus FPS, so that's nice. So you get the idea, for overall casual GTA 5 gameplay, it can definitely work on this laptop. as I think the TDP of this particular CPU on this particular laptop is 15 watts and it stays really cool, doesn't seem hot to touch or something like that even while you are doing heavy gaming. Yes, in 1080p the performance may not be that great, But with a little bit of the lower resolution, I would say the performance is just really great. No issues you would be having with this kind of resolution, and you are gonna get about 80 plus FPS even in GTA 5 with this kind of resolution. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your friends if you want them to know about the Infinix Y4 Max's GTA 5 performance. And also, if you haven't checked out the full review of this particular laptop, do check it out. I worked really hard on that video. Until next time, this is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.